to Southwest Virginia Community College and delegated to me by the State Board for Community Colleges, I hereby confer upon you all your certificates, diplomas, and associate degrees in your
staff. On behalf of the Southwest Community College Advisory Board, it's my pleasure to welcome each and every person here tonight. We welcome you as parents, grandparents, relatives, and friends to this 2015 commencement.
Southwest Virginia Community College distinguished winners for 2014-2015 goes to Dr. Stoutmiller.
I cannot tell you how proud I am of all of you guys, and I know you can feel the energy in this place. I know all these folks are very proud of you. I can't express to you either how honored I am to be here and be the recipient of this award. I'd like to thank Dr. Loretta Beavers and all those here at Southwest Virginia Community College for considering me.
Well, good evening. It's great to be here at Southwest Virginia Community College. Dr. Eastet, I would like to thank you for the kind introduction. It's an honor to be here with you tonight. I would like to personally thank once again Dr. Eastet, the college faculty and staff, but more importantly, you for making this memorable event possible. You are all here today because you made it. Being an elected official, I have the opportunity to meet people from diverse backgrounds and speak at several types of events. This is the first time I've been given the opportunity to speak and give a commencement address. When I was first asked to give the address, I was asking myself, what in the world am I going to talk about? I'm used to talking about politics, policy, and energy. Yes, of course, all the boring stuff. But I'm sure at this point, you're tired of lectures and speech on politics. It's the last thing that you want to do. I remember it was not long ago, in 2007, I was sitting right where you are today at a university in Texas. It was 90 degrees outside, the air conditioning was not working. It felt like 100 degrees in an auditorium that was packed with thousands of people. We all wanted to get the heck out of there. So I look around and I see that we have a large crowd today. I would like for all of us to participate in a little exercise. Okay, I'd like for everyone in the room, including the graduates, to close your eyes. Okay, now keep your eyes closed. So with your eyes closed, I want you to think about the class that you absolutely could not stand to teach. Now with your eyes closed, I want us all together to take 3 deep breaths. So I'll do it with you. So 1, breathe in. Now breathe out. 2, breathe in. Hold it. Hold it. Now breathe out. 3, breathe in. Now hold it. Hold it. Now breathe out. Now keep your eyes closed. Now imagine sitting in that class, and with your eyes closed, we're all going to sing the lyrics to Taylor Swift's song, Shake It Off. So keep your eyes closed, so don't be embarrassed, because we're going to see you do this. And I want us to all do it on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, shake it off. Shake it off. Okay, now you can open your eyes. This really had nothing to do with my commencement speech. I just wanted to see how many people would do it, and apparently I was the only one that did it. On a more serious note, your journey begins here, and it begins today. You all entered college with a dream and a fragile heart. Today, you're leaving equipped with the necessary knowledge and the skills to succeed in life. All 450 of you. You've completed advanced training that will serve as the platform for you to use to launch yourself into the future. Some of you will go on to other institutions, while others will go into the working world. But the beauty of it all is you, and only you, will define your future. No matter what you do, nothing will come easy, and there will certainly be plenty of tough challenges. What I'm asking of you, and I know that all of your family, your friends, your mentors, and your support system would ask of you is to take those challenges head on, with your head held high, and always remember to keep an open heart. Often we hear people talking about, or you hear someone say, I'm fine with just getting by. Well, getting by is simply not acceptable. You are here for a reason, because you want to better yourself, your family, and your community. You would not be here today if being complacent was acceptable. Being complacent does not move you, and it certainly does not move society forward. Excelling in every aspect of your life is so important to define yourself. And I mean striving for success, no matter if the task is large or small. Although at times it may not be very easy to see, that each accomplishment you achieve will take you closer and closer to achieving your dreams. Remember that we're all human beings. We have our own faults and we have our own attributes. Some are presented with more challenges than others. Your individual success benefits society as a whole. Often we hear people make statements such as, I did it alone, or no one contributed to my success. This is simply not true. All of you are here today, not only because you work hard and you strove to be the best, but you're here because somebody believed in you. Whether it was your family, a co-worker, a professor, or a friend. Never forget that person. You are here and will continue to succeed because people believe in you. When reflecting on how you got where you are today, I want you to try to think about someone else in your life that you know and ask yourself how they got where they are. It's always easy to think about ourselves, it's human nature. But to really understand how success is achieved, take a hard look at someone that you know and how they got where they are today. Ask yourself, who do they surround themselves with? Choose someone in your life that you look up to and strive to be like. This doesn't have to be someone who's a millionaire or earned several PhDs, but somebody who worked hard and strove to be the best they possibly could, by no matter what level of success they achieve. In my role as a member of the House of Delegates, I have the opportunity to meet successful people from all around the world. But there's one person that I look up to the most. Like many of you sitting in the crowd today, a struggling parent with 4 children who was barely able to make ends meet. There was a young woman who had very few options and very few people to turn to for help. One day she decided she was no longer going to blame others or herself for the life that she was living. She decided that she was going to go to college. She knew the challenge ahead was great, but that didn't slow her down. She was in her 20s, and at first she felt like she was too old to go to college. She felt like it would be virtually impossible to raise her children and complete coursework at the same time. It was hard for her, and at times she almost gave up. But she didn't. She didn't because the strong drive and motivation was evident to all whom she surrounded herself with. She was determined to succeed no matter how difficult it seemed. After a few years of hard work and constant struggle, she graduated from right here at Southwest Virginia Community College and became a registered nurse. She later became employed at Tazewell Community Hospital, where she worked for a few years. I'll never forget that in the fall, one day in 2002, I was attending my freshman year at King College in Bristol. I got a phone call from this lady and she said, I have some exciting news. And I said, what is it? She said, I'm joining the Air Force. By this time, this woman was 40 years old. I immediately responded by saying, what? You're too old to join the Air Force. She said, I'm not too old. The cutoff age for an officer in the medical corps is 40 years old. I was completely shocked. But I told her that I loved her and that I would support whatever she decided to do. Before you knew it, she was off to officer training school and was commissioned as a lieutenant. I could not have been more proud of her. In 2003, Operation Iraqi Freedom was launched. I remember watching the president on television address the nation for the first time, and the first thing that came to my mind was, oh no, I bet they took me. Not long after, I received a phone call. She was telling me she was going to Iraq. I will never forget her saying that she was ready to go and had no regrets about joining the Air Force. She was ready to fight for our country and willing to sacrifice her life for all of ours. She spent 4.5 months in Baghdad working as an OR nurse at a base hospital. This was during the first phases of the war, and the base was constantly under threat from missile attack. Like many of you who have loved ones who served, I often wondered every day if I would ever see her. Finally, one day I got the best news I could possibly hope for. She was coming home. She came home. A year passed. I had transferred to Midwestern State University in Texas. I was walking to class one day and I got another phone call from her. She said, I've got some exciting news. And I said, what is it? And she said, I've decided to go back to school and become a nurse practitioner. The Department of Defense was offering registered nurses the opportunity to continue their education and become nurse practitioners while staying in the Air Force. She said the program was extremely competitive and it would be difficult to be accepted. I told her that if anyone could do it, she could do it. So she applied and she was accepted. After 2 years of tedious coursework, she graduated in the top of her class that included all the branches of the military. Once again, I could not have been more proud of her. It's now been close to 22 years since that young, struggling mother in her 20s decided that she was going to make a difference, no matter what the challenge may be. With that being said, and reflecting on someone who's successful, I'm proud to say that my role model is my mother, Major Rebecca Peary, United States Air Force. No matter how old or successful you may be, I encourage all of you to seek a role model. For many of you, it is without question who are wondering what path you are going to take and where you are going to be in 5, 10, or 20 years from now. You and your family and your community feel strongly about the way you live your lives and how they should be led. Most of you have reached a point in your life when now it's time to start making some very tough decisions. Many of you are now independent for the first time in your life. I know there was someone in your life that did the very best to instill morals and values in you. As you grew, and as you grow, never forget that person, because you're now a college graduate, and you are free to begin your journey in life. I'm asking you to carefully define your pathway to success. If you are sitting here today and you realize the path you're heading down doesn't take you in the direction that you would like to see, then take the first opportunity that will take you there. Even if this means going against your expectations and the expectations that others have for you. So when thinking about all the rolling courses, the exams, and even the tough times to come, seriously just shake it off. I promise I'm really not a big Taylor Swift fan, but you got to admit that song is kind of catchy. You have your entire life ahead. You deserve a life that will make you happy. The key to life is happiness. So as you move forward, I want you to constantly ask yourself, what is my definition of happiness?